Hello and a very good afternoon to everyone. For those who don't watch BT Sport, and I'm sure there are plenty, it is Lawrence Dallaglio, and I'm very grateful and to welcome you all here today to the final session of the afternoon. And we'd like to think with rugby we've saved the very best till last. We have some wonderful guests joining us up here on stage. In a few moments we'll be hearing from Shimazu-san, who is the CEO of Japan Rugby World Cup Organising Committee. After which, you've heard that Paul Hayward, Chief Sports Writer at The Telegraph, will be interviewing our special guest, England coach Eddie Jones, on a fairly eventful 12 months in rugby, and obviously looking ahead to England's forthcoming tour of Australia, and I'm sure Paul will facilitate any questions from the floor. But if I could take you back to the start of the season, which as an England fan is a little bit painful, as someone who was fortunate enough to commentate during the Rugby World Cup, it's even more painful. But obviously, the Rugby World Cup was a huge success, other than England's performance. It was bigger than any previous tournament. Sold out, it packed stadiums all over the country. 2.3 million tickets were sold in total. And the games were, I'm sure you'll agree, brimming with atmosphere and camaraderie. It certainly wasn't a normal World Cup. Giants were slayed. The hosts were somewhat humbled. And spectacular rugby, and even the weather was spectacular throughout. So making England 2015, I'm sure you'll agree, the biggest and probably one of the best Rugby World Cups ever. That baton now passes on to Japan in 2019. What was achieved in Japan, in terms of their performance was phenomenal. I'd like to welcome up Shimazu-san, but before I do, we're going to play a short video.